Well, welcome to high school basketball seen on YHC TV. I'm Bill Hampton along with
Tommy Jacobs.
And boy, we're glad to be at the Campbell Gym tonight. Campbell's taking on the Richland Rebels. Campbell comes in to the game with a 2-1 record as they won the consolation championship at the Bernie tournament. And Richland comes into this game, only played one game, but they beat a great Portageville ball club 70-68 in their opening night.
You beat a Portageville team anytime you played a good ball game. I think Portageville went on and beat Kennett, and so that says a lot for this Richland Rebel team.
Well, the Richland Rebels come in. They start Nick Harris, the senior that's back. He's got a lot of experience. He started now 3 years on the varsity team. And they've got one of the best sophomores in the country in Mr. Thornton.
You bet. He made all-tournament team at Bloomfield last year as a freshman. He's a quality ball player, and if he hadn't shaved, he'll put a show on tonight.
Well, one of their seniors, Landon Miller, their defensive specialist, is still ailing from a knee.
Yeah.
And we don't know if he'll see any action tonight. On the other side, the Camels, they come in with two of the quickest guards that I've seen in a long time, Tommy, in Jordan Baggett and Jake Tennant.
Yeah. And Jake Tennant's played varsity ball, I think, I could be wrong, 3 years, a quality ball player. And as you say, both of them are quick. And Campbell's got some big boys in the middle. They bring in that K.O. Weeks, and he's a big boy, strong. He is very strong.
They watch the guards, though. They like to go to the bucket. They're very quick. They'll take the ball away from you if you put it out in front of you. The two guards from Campbell are quality players. This should be a good ball game, folks. We're expecting a barn burner and a D-A-N-D-Y tonight.
It's about that time.
Well, you're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
With a former All-State basketball player and a current school board member, the law firm of Welch, Todd & Parker supports high school athletics. Our firm is involved in all areas of the law, and your first consultation is free. The firm is comprised of attorneys John Welch, Darren Todd, and Cameron Bunning Parker, along with 4 staff members ready to serve you. Welch, Todd & Parker is located at 100 West Main in Malden. Come by or call us at 573-276-2261 for any of your legal needs.
How are you doing today?
Doing great, wonderful.
Hello and welcome to What's Cooking in Our House.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Hometown Shorts.
Todd, welcome to the show.
Bill, thank you very much.
Year, or this game tournament, so I'm not.
Well, welcome back to basketball here at the Campbell High School Gym. We want to tell you tonight's game brought to you by Allen Christian Motors, A-Plus Medical Equipment, Three Rivers Community College, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Historic Downtown Dexter, Attorneys Welch, Todd, and Parker, Glenn, Sane, Rector, Kennett, and Paragould, and First Community Bank. Well, Tommy, we're just moments away from the introduction of the starting lineups. We'll talk first about the Richland Rebels. Head coach Casey Knight, assisted by Michael Gleason. And we're being welcomed into the gym here. Well, we're glad to be here.
Tell you what, Campbell always does you well when you come over
do.
here.
We
Very
appreciate
good bunch of
that.
people.
Yep.
Good administration, good board, good school.
Yep. Well, you graduated from here.
Sure did, and I can't hold that against them. They done the best they could. But no, Campbell has a good system. Jay Thornton making a fine principal. And another thing, they hired a local girl that's going to be the new elementary principal next year, is Barkley. It used to be in Bloodsaw.
Oh, okay.
She's very good.
So the Richland Rebels again, head coach Casey Knight, Michael Gleason the assistant. Starting lineups, a sophomore, number 10, Michael Latham. Nick Harris, number 14, a senior. Number 22, Drew Thornton, and folks, he is a dandy. He's a sophomore. Number 32, his cousin, Mac Thornton. He's also a sophomore. And rounding out the starting lineup, John McGarity, a junior. He is number 33. Saw a lot of action on the JV last year. A good JV team from last year. Starting lineups for the Camels. Head coach Steve Fowler, assisted by Rick Campbell. They come into tonight's game with a record of 2-1. Number 33, a 5'10 senior, Jake Tennant. And folks, he's very quick.
Very good ball player.
And this young man here may be the quickest of the quickest.
Yes, sir.
Jordan Baggett, a 5'10 senior. Number 20, a senior, 6-foot senior, Eugene Powers. Number 21, a 6'1 junior, Andrew Pearson. Boy, he's gotten stronger and taller, hasn't he?
Has. Nice player.
Number 50, a 5'11 junior, Jake Nelson. That's a starting lineup. Camels, I think, have played 4 games and probably used 4 different starting lineups. Steve Fowler's team goes very, very deep. We want to tell you the Richland Rebels, their superintendent, Mike Keeney, their high school principal, Brian Huckel. They come in as the Richland Rebels. They wear red and gray. And again, we'll have Tommy talk about the cheerleaders a little bit later. The Campbell schools, their superintendent, Darrell Wilburn, high school principal, Jay Thornton, assistant principal, Pam Deckard, and their cheerleading sponsors, Lynn Campbell and Julie Cloud. Again, Tommy will talk about the cheerleaders and their sponsors as time goes on during this game. We'll have a timeout or two during the game, but we're glad that you joined us. And before the tip-off, we want to tell you, you're watching high school basketball on YHC TV. Well, look who's jumping center.
Mr. Quick.
Jordan Baggett against Drew Thornton. Referees tonight, Tracy Stone, Mike Tidwell, and Richland will control. Ball taken away in there by Tennant. He's going to drive with that left hand, puts it up and in.
Very nice drive and laid that thing up just right, that left hand.
Turnover at times. Mac Thornton tried to force a pass.
Sure did.
Campbell's in a 2-3 zone. Ball kicked out to the side to Latham. Latham down to Drew Thornton's going to drive the baseline, puts it up. Very soft shot. Nice move. That time by the big sophomore, Drew Thornton. In case you just joined us, 2-2, Campbell and Richland. 7:25 to go in this first period. Tommy Thornton along with Bill Hampton. Glad you joined us on YHC TV. Baggett with the ball. Drives in, has a ball knocked away that time. Nice defensive play by Latham. Campbell picks it up. Over to Pearson. He has the ball blocked. Nick Harris with the rebound. Goes to the center of the court, and we got a foul. Foul that time on number 33 of the Camels. That's Jake Tennant, his first, team's first. Richland will inbound from the side. Harris inbounds to Latham, to Thornton. To Latham along the three-point line. He thought about it, kicks it out to Latham. Latham's going to put up a left-handed shot, scores it. Nice shot that time by Mickey Latham just inside the three-point circle. Richland in a man-to-man. Campbell will set their offense.
Nice pass.
Nice pass to Pearson. He can't put it down. Rebound in there that time by Drew Thornton. Gets it to Latham. Latham to Harris. Harris pulls it up to Latham. To Thornton. To Mac Thornton, who drives in. Does a fall-away shot. Will not go. Rebound that time by Pearson. Pearson quickly to Baggett. Baggett kicks it on the side that time. Looky there. Up and in. It was a nice pass to Jake Nelson, who knocks it down. 4-4 with 6:10 to go in this first period. The big, soft left-hander with the three there, Mickey Latham. He has 2 field goals, 5 points in the first quarter. It's 7-4. Richland on top, 6 minutes to go in the first period. I'll tell you what, Tommy, the young man has got a soft shot.
Sure has.
Tennant with the ball. Kicks it inside to Baggett, who slipped down through there and scores it. Nice pass and a good cut that time by Jordan Baggett. His second bucket, 7-6. Oh, nice pass that time. Oh, boy. What a nice.
Extended that zone out that time. That boy saw him back there in the back of that zone. Fed him. He laid it off the glass.
Well said, Tommy. Richland in a zone now. They're going to mix their defense up.
They are.
Drew Thornton that time tried to take the ball away and off his fingertips, out of bounds. Tennant to inbound. Gives the ball underneath to Powers. He puts it up and in. Eugene Powers with his first bucket of the night. 9-8. Richland on top. Inside, what a nice pass that time to Drew Thornton. He couldn't get it to go down. Pearson with the rebound. Gives it to Baggett. Baggett quickly down the floor. He's got speed, folks. He puts it up, scores it.
He just brought it down, run up the back, laid it in there. They didn't know
Sure
he was coming.
Baggett was 6 1/4. 10-9. Campbell on top for the first time. McGarity kicks it out to Harris for 3. In and out. Rebound that time by Nelson. 4:50 to go in this first period. 10-9, Campbell on top. Baggett with the ball, drives in, puts it up, scores it. He's got 8 already in this quarter.
A game now.
Yes, he is. 12-9, Campbell on top. 4.5 to go in the first period. Latham going to put up another 3. No good. His first miss of the night. Ball kicked around and rebounded on the floor, that time by Nelson of the Camels. Tennant has it, across the timeline. Stops, shoots, no good. Rebound by Harris that time. Nick Harris kicks it out to Latham. Latham over to Mac Thornton. Mac underneath the Harris, wide open, and a block that time, but called for a foul will be Andrew Pearson. His first, team second. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Nick Harris.
Well, both these teams can find that open man. They're both looking, and they're making some good passes.
Tell you what, they're well coached.
They sure are, both teams.
Casey Knight, Steve Fowler, you can tell that they're looking for someone. Nick Harris first shot up, no good. 4:07 to go in the first period. Harris' second shot good. 12-10, Campbell on top. Richland in a press. It's a zone press. Campbell quickly breaks the press. Shot put up by Pearson won't go. Rebounded by Nelson, and he's going to be fouled. Jake Nelson's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul that time on Mac Thornton. His first, team's first. 3:59 to go in this first period. Tommy, what do you think so far?
Hey, what? I'm impressed with both teams. Both teams look very well.
I think we're going to see a good ball game.
I do too. As you said, both these teams are very well coached. Looks like Cale Weeks going to come in for the shooter.
We've got a timeout on the floor, and while we got a timeout, Tommy and I, Tommy, why don't you talk about the cheerleaders?
Okay, the Campbell cheerleaders are sponsors of Lynn Campbell and Judy Cloud. They got Chantel Blake, Kayla Lahan, Dakota Edwards, Hannah O'Neill, Haley Lahan, Heaven Rankin, Roxana Siebert, Megan Thompson, Tiffany Brimhall, and Haley Ward. Both teams have a good group of cheerleaders.
Yes, they do.
For the Richland Rebels, their sponsor is Jana Wyman. We got Amy Jones and Haley Waters are both seniors. They are the captains. Amy Reed, Brittany Allen, Kendra Williamson, Kayla Evans, Taylor DeWitt, Heather Kindred, Tiffany Brown, Amber Tilley, Macy Dowdy, and Chelsea Bowens.
Well, those young ladies work hard, and
Yes,
they're coaches or sponsors, you want to say. I mean, they put in a lot of time with them, and I know all the people. And the Campbell cheerleaders are going to dance a half. They've already told us they're going to be facing the other way, so they're not trying to boycott White Sea, but there's more home people over there.
Right.
Second one put up by Nelson will not go. Good hustle that time. Keep the ball alive. Campbell controls. 13-10, 3:50 to go in the first period. Baggett with the basketball, down to Tennant. Tennant in the corner, looks inside, starts to bring it out front. Now he's going to drive. He's going to go in, puts up a left-hander, scores.
Nice shot.
Yep. That's Jake Tennant, his first basket. 15-10, Campbell on top of the Rebels. Campbell in that 2-3 zone. Harris looks inside, kicks it out front to Latham. Latham over to Mac Thornton, down to Drew. Drew's going to drive in, does a turnaround shot, will not go, but he's fouled. He's going to shoot 2. Foul that time was on number 20. Eugene Powers, his first, team's third. First one up by Thornton, short. Coming into the game, Cale Weeks is coming in for Jake Nelson. Weeks, a big, strong guy,
Sure
6'2" junior.
Excellent baseball player.
Second one good. 15-11. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Look at there. I tell you what, Campbell took that ball right down there and then turned it over on the baseline. Cale Weeks. Richland set up in that 2-2-1 zone press. Campbell set up in an offense just the way to beat it. 1-3-1 offense. And I went down, and Cale Weeks, ball off somebody's fingertip, tried to save it, stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Campbell extending that zone on out a little bit. Richland is backing off. Now they're going to try to attack. Latham's going to put up a three. In and out, will not go. Tried to get his rebound. Ball's on the floor. McGarity gets it, puts it up and in. John McGarity scores his first bucket of the night. Brings Richland within two. It's 15-13. Weeks goes down. He took a hard lick.
Sure did.
Trying to shake it off.
I believe
They're going to take him out. They're going to bring in number 32, Matt Reagan. He is a 6'2 junior, and I like this kid. I watched him play a couple of games up at Bernie, and he comes off that bench and really spells the players. But I'll tell you what, O'Kale Weeks going to the locker room.
He hit face first on that floor. I think he might have busted his eye or up above his eye.
Ball kicked over to Pearson. Pearson to Baggett. What a nice shake and bake. He did. Put it up. No good, but
Tennant right there to get it, pick it up, lay it in there.
Tennant gets the rebound, up and in. 17-13, 2:25 to go that first period. We're going to see a ball game tonight,
yes, we
Tommy.
are. You know, we knew coming in this Richland team was good. We knew Coach Fowler would have his Camels ready to go.
Yep. Lathan, after hitting his first two shots, has missed his last three. Campbell comes away with the ball. Baggett down in the corner to Reagan. He drives in. The ball's blocked, and there's going to be a foul called on John McGarity. His first, team's second. Going to the line to shoot two will be Matt Reagan. .205 to go in the first quarter. A lot of scoring.
Sure is.
17-13. Campbell on top of 4. Make it 5. Coming in for the first time tonight for the Camels, Justin Fowler. Going out for a breather is going to be Andrew Pearson. Fowler just a sophomore. If he gets a hot hand, he can shoot with anybody in the country. Second one in and out, but hustling in for the rebound that time was Powers, and he kicked the ball over to the side, and Powers is fouled. Eugene Powers slipped in there that time. Good hustle by him. Foul that time on Drew Thornton, his first, team's third. Both teams with 3 fouls. Baggett with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it down to Tennant. Tennant looks around and going to drive the baseline. Nice defense. He stepped out of bounds. Good defense that time by the Rebels as they sealed off that baseline, Tommy. So many times, and back when we played, back during the Stone Age, you did not allow anybody to have the baseline. Today they allow people to have the baseline. They use the backboard as a defensive mechanism. But I still think it's good to shut that baseline off. Richland passed that ball around that time, and Thornton gets the ball on a loose ball and puts it up and in. His 7th point of the quarter, 1:35 to go. Campbell on top, 18-15. Fowler with the ball across the center line, gives it over to Powers, drives in. Nice pass, and Eugene Powers with his 4th point of the night. 20-15. Campbell just kind of hanging 3 to 5 points ahead. Ball tipped out of bounds that time by the Camels. Into the game for the Richland Rebels, Hakeem Whitaker. He is a junior. Inbounding is Latham. He kicks the ball out to Harris. Harris back to Latham to Harris. Harris is going to put up a 3. It's going to be short. Rebound tipped around and pulled down by Reagan. Ball blocked that time by Thornton, and getting the ball back is Reagan, and ball's loose and saved by Richland. Good hustle that time by Latham. Quickly down the floor. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Camels. Smart play that time by Drew Thornton, letting the ball go out of bounds. 1 minute exactly to go in the first period. 20-15. Camels on top. Latham will inbound to Drew Thornton to Harris. Harris back to Latham. Latham to Mac Thornton. To Harris. He has the ball tipped by Fowler, and it's going to be off Harris's foot. Good defensive play that time by Justin Fowler.
Campbell defense looks real good.
Yes, they're moving very well
Sure
tonight.
are.
You know, they and Holcomb had a good first quarter, and in that second quarter of that Bloomfield or the Bernie tournament, they really started putting it together and never looked back.
No, that's right.
Fowler with the ball at the top of the key. Richland back into that man-to-man. Ball taken away by Latham. He's going to throw it to Drew Thornton, taken away by Baggett. Look at the quickness here. Look at the quickness. He drives, and we're going to have over the back on number 32, Reagan, with 15.3 seconds to go. Matt Reagan picks up his first foul, the team's fourth. With 15.3 seconds to go, it's Campbell on top of the Richland Rebels in the first quarter from the Campbell gym, 20-15. Richland has plenty of time to score. Campbell extends that defense out. Ball into Whitaker, kicked out front to Thornton. Latham for three. No good. Air ball. Reagan with the rebound. Latham gets it back. As the horn goes off,
No
it's
good.
not going to be any good. Good call that time
Sure
by the
was.
referee. The
Very
horn
good.
had gone off. The end of the first period. It's the Camels 20, the Richland Rebels 15. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Well, everybody's got the same vehicles to sell. All we have to sell is service and reputation.
You seem to want to treat the customer the way you want to be treated.
They're going to be treated good. They're going to get good service. Going to get a good vehicle.
Taking care of the people after the sale. We feel like we're absolutely the best.
It's all a family, customers and the people who work here.
We have a good reputation with a lot of good people.
I only have Allen Christian in Dexter.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful, historic downtown Dexter.
Visit or call Wallace & Owens Country Mart Bakery for all your special occasions. Steaks, chops, hams, and seafoods are just a few specialties you will find at Wallace & Owens Country Mart.
Morgan Furniture and Appliance has name brands such as Justice, Ashley, Cochran, Best Chair, Sealy, Whirlpool, and KitchenAid. That's Morgan Furniture and Appliance in downtown Dexter.
The Bunny Patch has formal wear for all occasions. Looking for prom, pageant, and bridal accessories, including shoes and jewelry? Shop the Bunny Patch, where you can also get tuxedo rentals.
A-Plus Medical Equipment of Dexter has the answers for you. Oxygen patients, are you unhappy with your service? There's no cost to switch, and generally, no doctor visit is required. Home delivery, friendly staff, and high-quality equipment is the A-Plus way. A-Plus delivers the best in customer service for Southeast Missouri. For all your care, we're always there. A-Plus Medical Equipment, located at 8 North Catalpa in Dexter. Call us toll-free at 888-624-0402.
Tommy, an excellent first quarter.
Sure was. Very good. Both teams come out and played extremely well. Richland handles the ball well, but I'm going to tell you, this Campbell defense, I was really impressed with that 2-3 zone. They would extend it sometimes down, sometimes they'd stay back in. And as I said, you play for Steve Fowler, you're going to play defense. But if you're man-to-man or zone, you're going to play. And I'm very impressed with Campbell. And you can't let up, because this Richland Rebel team can score on you and score in a hurry.
They sure can. Scoring that time in the first quarter, Jordan Baggett with 8 for the Camels. With 4 points, Jake Tennant and Eugene Powers. 3 points, Jake Nelson. 1 point, Matt Reagan. For the Richland Rebels, Drew Thornton with 7. Mikey Latham with 5. 2 for John McGarity and 1 for Nick Harris. Harris has got it score. Ball's going to be over and back. That time Latham put a little pressure out front, just a one-man pressure, and it caused the turnover. So with 7:51 to go in this second period, we've got Richland with the ball. Richland's matching up with them like they're sitting in a 2-3 offense against a 2-3 zone. We've got a walking call that time on Drew Thornton. So both teams come out. First time they handle the ball, we got turnovers. Ball kicked over to Fowler. He's going to drive in, passes the ball inside. Out of bounds that time off of the Richland Rebels on the side. Fowler tried to hit Nelson that time, and Fowler had an open shot. He just didn't stop and pop. Trying to get it inside for a little closer shot. Tennant with the ball down in the corner. Kicks the ball out to Reagan. Reagan to Fowler. Fowler's going to put up a three. No good. Rebound that time by Mac Thornton, and we've got a foul. Foul's going to be on Jake Tennant. That's going to be his second, team's fifth. Good crowd tonight, Tommy.
Sure is. Campbell got a nice crowd.
Campbell
here.
and Richland brought a
crowd.
crowd. Mac Thornton with the ball to Latham. He's going to put up a long three. No good. Rebounded that time and knocked out of bounds by the Rebels. Campbell will inbound at their defensive end. Fowler will inbound the ball. Gets a two-bagget. Game's kind of slowed down a little bit. I don't know. Look at Richland extend that zone press on a half-court press. That's what they're trying to do now, and trap. Down in the corner to Reagan. He's going to put up a 15-footer. No good. Rebound Latham. Latham quickly over to Mac Thornton. He brings the ball up on a little bit of a run. Picks it up, gives it to Latham. Latham's going to put up a 16-footer. No good. Whitaker with the rebound. Kicks it out to Harris. Harris going to go inside from the free throw line. Jump shot. Scores it. Nick Harris, his first basket. Third point of the night. Cuts the lead to 20-17. Camels on top of the Rebels. Reagan going in, and the ball, he's going to be fouled as he put up a shot. Whitaker with the foul. His first, team's fourth. Going to the line to shoot two is going to be Matt Reagan. He's 1 for 2 from the line. In that first quarter, both teams shot 4 free throws. Both teams 2 for 4. First shot, no good. Coming in for the Campbells, it's number 11, 5'8" junior, Kyle Matthews. Going out is Justin Fowler. Second one up for Reagan, no good. Rebound that time by Matt Thornton. 3-on-2 fast break that time. Thornton's going to pull up, shoot a shot for the free throw line. No good, tipped around, rebounded on the floor by Latham. Mac Thornton with the ball at the top of the key. Richland a 1-3-1 offense against that 2-3 zone. Latham on the side. Gets it over to Harris. Harris goes inside and loses a handle on it. Ball picked up in there. We're going to have a foul on Harris as Reagan picked the ball up.
With this 2-3 zone the Campbell's playing, it's not letting Drew Thornton can get the flow of the game and keeping him for the ball. They'd like to feed him that ball there. Campbell's doing a nice job keeping the ball out of his hands.
Well, he's gone up to the free throw line, Tommy, with the timeout on the floor. He's gone to the free throw line, and where he was getting the ball, it was down low and then driving in and either stopping, putting up a jump shot, or getting fouled.
Right.
And we'll see during this timeout if Casey Knight goes back and puts him down on the baseline and puts one of the other players up at the free throw line.
Latham is having some good looks out there. His shots are just off a little bit. Hit the first two, I think, and he struggled a little bit after that, but he's getting some good looks in there. If he ever starts hitting, they're going to have to get out and get a hand in his face. He's a good shooter.
He's gone cold.
Yeah.
He's hit his first 2 baskets and hadn't hit one since. You're watching high school basketball on Y8C TV.
What if sports were much more than just a game? And there was more at stake than just the score? What if it were possible to see the world impacted for Jesus Christ through the influence of athletes and coaches?
Hi, my name is Bill Ray. I'm the area representative for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Southeast Missouri. If you'd like to see athletes and coaches striving to win, doing it God's way, call me at 280-0932 or go to fca.org and put in your zip code. FCA, the heart and soul in sports.
Glenn St. Ford on Highway 49 North in Paragould is your Ford Mercury dealer. Glenn St. in Paragould has great deals every day on all Ford and Mercury vehicles. We also have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles around. Glenn St. in Paragould has an outstanding service department with some of the top technicians in the country. We're located on Highway 49 North in Paragould. Glenn St. Ford, where our price and friendliness bring you here and our service bring you back.
Well, Tommy, I haven't seen Kel Weeks come back to the bench.
No, I haven't either. I saw his mother or grandmother go in the locker room. He may have to go to the doctor. I hope his boy's all right. It takes a lick to keep that boy out of the ball game.
Reagan had time from the corner, puts it up and in. Matt Reagan with his first basket, third point of the night, 22-17, 5:40 to go in this first period. McGarity tries to hit Drew Thornton inside, can't bag it loose on a breakaway layup, no good, but we're going to have a goaltending call that time. That was Jordan Baggett.
Right. Uh-huh.
24-17. Basket slapping the backboard, and I called that a goaltending call. Thornton inside to the other Thornton. Latham outside, thought about it. Inside to Drew Thornton. He's going to turn around and shoot a 13-footer. Ball's blocked by Reagan. Reagan gets it to Tennant on a breakaway. He puts it up, scores it. Jake Tennant with his 6th point of the night. 26-17, biggest lead by the Camels. Inside to Drew Thornton to Latham. Latham for 3. Knocks it down.
Well, just as we said about him being cold, he comes back, hits a 3.
I think he was listening.
I think so.
26-20, just under 5 minutes to go in this first half. From the Campbell Gym, glad you joined us.
This Campbell team's pretty quick.
Yes, they are. Ball had time trying to Baggett tried to pass over to Tennant. The ball kicked out of bounds by Mikey Latham. Campbell will retain possession. Inbounding for the Camels is Kyle Matthews. He gets it out to Baggett. Back to Matthews. He tried to hit Jordan with it. All right, Jake Tennant with it. Ball taken away by Drew Thornton. He scores his 9th point. 26-22. Richland coming right back. Richland in a 1-3-1 half-court trap right now. Ball thrown out of bounds by the Camels.
See, Cale Weeks has come out of the locker room, took his place on the bench.
Good. Glad to see that.
I am too.
4:25 to go this second period. Latham for a long 3. Scores it.
Yeah, I think he was listening a while ago.
26-25. Latham now with 11 points. He has 3 threes already. Pearson with the ball down to Reagan. He throws inside to Nelson. Nelson goes up. Will not go. Ball tipped around. Drew Thornton with the rebound. Gets it to Latham. Richland now has called a little fire. Oh, nice pass over to Whitaker. He puts it up. No good. Rebound that time by Nelson of the Camels. Here comes Baggett on the run. I think Campbell likes to speed it up. They do better. So. Reagan from the corner. No good. Rebound by Pearson. Puts it up. Scores it. Andrew Pearson with his first bucket. Campbell back out to a 3-point lead. 28-25 with 3:35 to go in the second period. Good ball game, Tommy.
Very good ball game.
Latham for 3. No good. Drew Thornton with a rebound. Puts it up and in. Did you notice Thornton that time how he shielded from a block?
Sure
used
did.
that left hand on the putback. 28-27. Thornton now with 11 points. Ball kicked down in the corner and taken away by Mac Thornton. 2-on-1. The ball kicked over to Latham. They're going to call him for walking. Eugene Powers for the Camels. Going out is Jake Tennant. 28-27. Camels on top with 3:11 to go in this first half. That's a 2-2-1 half-court trap. And Coach Fowler wants timeout,
Sure
Tommy.
does, yeah.
You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Richland kicked it up a little bit there and had a little run on them. Latham hit 2 3-pointers out there and got hot. Drew Thornton laid up a couple inside there and made a little run at Campbell. Tell you what, Steve Fowler saw something he didn't like on that press, and so he called timeout to get adjustment made.
Well, hey,
tell you what, this is tightened up. It's going to be a good ball game.
Sure. I think what Steve wanted, or what Coach Fowler wanted to do, he wanted to get the guys together and say, hey, what kind of offense are we going to set up against this press?
Exactly right.
To take it and cross the center line and pick the dribble up and then hope that you can hit somebody.
Right.
We can't.
No, I can't do that.
Well, if they're setting up at a 2-2-1, let's just go with a 1-3-1. Bring it on up a little bit higher, and if they're doing a 1-3-1, let's set up in a 2-1-2. So I mean, it's
that's right.
And you can tell that they've gone back to a little different offense already. And as soon as I say that, Baggett across center line and picked it up.
Yeah.
Ball kicked out to Jordan Baggett inside to Nelson. He's going to turn around, puts it up, and scores it. Jake Nelson with his second basket has 5 in the game. 30-27 with 2:45 to go in this first half. Latham with the ball. McGarity to Latham. He puts it up. Ball's blocked. We're going to have a foul called on Justin Fowler, his first. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Mikey Latham. Now we have the twin, Jeremy McGarity in there. He's number 30. His twin brother's John McGarity. And John's going to be coming into the game. Latham's first free throw up will not go. Nick Harris and John McGarity are coming in. Going out is Whitaker and Jeremy McGarity. Richland's 2 for 5 from the line, Tommy. Latham's second one will not go. Rebounded, tipped out of bounds by Drew Thornton. Campbell will control at their defensive end of the court.
Richland's changed their press.
They sure have. They're going
2-2-1.
full court. Full court instead of half court. Fowler with the ball. Kicks it over to Baggett in the corner. Baggett's going to drive. Goes in, loses control. Ball on the floor, picked up by Eugene Powers. He's going to put it up, scores it.
Tell you what, this Eugene Powers plays very hard.
Yes, he does.
He battles those boards and lays up, plays good.
He's got 6 in the game. Campbell on top by 5. Latham with the ball. He's going to put up that 3, scores it.
Tell you what, this Latham will put that ball up.
He's got 4 threes in the game, Tommy. He's got 14. 32-30. Ball tipped out of bounds by John McGarity. Hey, good ball. I'm really enjoying this.
This is a good game.
This is fun to watch. Both teams battling. Both teams look like they're pretty well equally matched. Powers with the ball. Fowler has it. Goes down in the corner. Gives back. Try to give back to Powers, and ball taken away by Nick Harris, and then he tried to hit Mac Thornton on the fly and just overthrew him there. Ball out of bounds, turnover by the Rebels, goes over to the Camels. Camel on top, 32-30, 1:40 to go. These names start running together after a while, won't they? By the end of the season, we'll have these names all down, won't we? Jake Tennant back in for the Camels. He's double teamed out front. We're going to have a push foul on Nick Harris. That's going to be his second. Team's sixth, that is. Both teams will be in the 1-1 on the next foul in the first half. Fowler out, Reagan in for the Camels. Jeremy McGarity in, Nick Harris out for the Rebels. Pearson with the ball to Tennant. Richland in that man-to-man. Tennant goes inside to Eugene Powers, up and in. I tell you what.
Powers, nice player.
He's got 8 points, Tommy. 4 in each quarter. Playing a good defensive game.
You bet.
Ball inside to John McGarity, and ball taken away by the Camels and tipped out of bounds by the Rebels. Just under a minute to go in this first half. Camel on top, 34-30. Richland going to stay with the man-to-man. I don't think Campbell will hold for one. I think they're just trying to set up a play.
I think so too.
Oh, inside to Powers, puts it up and in. I tell you what, we've called that name here in the last minute. Just bang, bang, bang.
He works, gets himself open.
He sure does.
The players hit him in there.
Right there under the bucket, and makes an easy pass, or he gets an easy rebound if need to be. Drew Thornton on a drive, puts it up, scores it. Drew Thornton with 6 in the period, 13 on the night. 36-32. Camel on top by 4 with 20 seconds to go. Richland staying with the man-to-man. Here goes Tennant with the drive, takes it back out, gives it to Reagan. Reagan tries to throw down in corners. Ball stolen by Drew Thornton. He puts it up and in and scores it. It's going to go to the line to try to convert on the conventional three-point play. Good move that time by the big guy.
Big man took it from one end to the other and laid it in
He sure
there.
did. We're waiting to see who the foul's on. Foul is on Matt Reagan, his second. Reagan out for the Camels, and in is Kyle Matthews. Shot by Thornton will not go, but rebound by Jeremy McGarity, or John McGarity. Couldn't get it to go, and that's a good toss that time. The would not fall. That ends the first half of play with the Camels with a 2-point lead, 36-34. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college. Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+. I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
When does a bank become the leader in customer service? When your bank makes a commitment to be where you are. And that's what we've done at First Community Bank. With locations in Poplar Bluff, Malden, Bernie, Campbell, and on Mount Auburn Road in Cape Girardeau, we're close to where you are. And wherever you are, we're only a click away with free internet banking and bill payment service. And that's why First Community Bank is the leader in customer service.
Well, Tommy, we're going to watch a dance routine by the Campbell cheerleaders, and I hope you folks enjoy this. Well, Tommy, that was the Campbell cheerleaders performing here at halftime for all the fans. And again, you might wonder why they were faced the way they were. That's the home side for the Campbell adults. And again, we did get that from the other side. But all in all, it's a good routine. Enjoyed that.
Sure was.
Let's talk about this first half. Let's take the Camels, who are on top of the Richland Rebels, 36-34. Eugene Powers that time with 10 points, along with Jordan Baggett. Jake Tennant had 6, Jake Nelson 5, Andrew Pearson 2 for a total of 36 points. Campbell that time was 2 for 6 from the free throw line. The Richland Rebels, they were led in scoring by sophomore Drew Thornton with 15, also sophomore Mikey Latham with 14. Then they had Nick Harris with 3, John McGarity with 2 for their total of 34. They were 2 for 7 from the line. Both teams not shooting well from the line.
Sure not. I'm sure both coaches would talk about that at halftime. Drew Thornton had a very quiet 15 points.
Yes, he did.
He sure did. I didn't realize he had that many. But he's a nice player, and I tell you what, just Powers did a nice job for Campbell.
He sure did.
And the other team players for Campbell did a good job of finding him out there.
Yep. Well, you can tell they're unselfish. They're trying to win the game as a team, and it's going to be a fun second half. I'm looking forward to it. Did you keep any stats, or did you spectate?
I spectated.
I guess
And,
we're going to have to sell him a ticket next time whenever he comes into the game.
Sometimes they move quicker than both teams are very quick.
They are very quick, Tommy. And we want to tell you tonight's game brought to you by our sponsors, Allen Christian Motors in Dexter, A-Plus Medical Equipment in Dexter, Three Rivers Community College, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Shop Historic Downtown Dexter, the attorneys of Welch, Todd, and Parker in Malden, Glen Sane Motors of Rector, Kennett, and Paragould, and First Community Banks of Poplar Bluff, Cape, Malden, Bernie, and Campbell. Folks, if you enjoy watching YHC or high school basketball on YHC TV, tell these sponsors how much you enjoy it. I want to tell you, without them, we'd be spectating just like you folks were if you're live at the game. And we're just real happy tonight to have Steve Johnson as our cameraman.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of experience and does all of our technical work, sets everything up for us. Kim Stokes will be back with us at Malden on Friday when the Camels and the Malden Green Wave play. And then next week we'll be back at Campbell on Thursday night to tape the game. It'll be the Campbell Invitational Christmas Tournament. That's their first year to have this tournament. Then the following night we're going to be going to Clarkton to tape the Clarkton Christmas Tournament. And then the following week we're going to end up prior to Christmas going down to Piggott.
Right.
Piggott is in our viewing area now. We have Piggott, Marmaduke, and Rector. We'll be doing the Piggott and Corning game. And from the new gymnasium there at Piggott, Tommy, and I've seen that gym. You're going to like it.
Well, you were telling me that it was a nice gym.
Very nice gym. We're going to enjoy doing that game. And, again, we're going to see the Piggott Mohawks and look at the Corning Bobcats, cross-county rivals there.
Now that should be a good contest.
Ought to be a D-A-N-D-Y.
I bet it will.
Well, you're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter. At Trinkets and Treasures, you will find a unique shop featuring charming antiques, gifts, and collectibles.
Customers come first at First Midwest Bank, located at 20 West Stoddard. Phone 624-3571. First Midwest Bank, chartered in 1963 and still locally owned and operated.
Whether redecorating or registering for your wedding, discover beautiful home decor at Decor.
Glen Sane Motors has two great locations, Rector, Arkansas and Kennett, Missouri. Glen Sane Motor in Rector has all makes, models of GMC Yukon, Sierra trucks, and Acadias. Glen Sane Motors in Kennett has Chevrolet, Cadillac, Pontiac, Buick, and GMC trucks. Glen Sane Motors located on Highway 49 North in Rector and 1607 Independence in Kennett. Glen Sane Motors, where friends bring you here and service brings you back.
A-Plus Medical Equipment of Dexter has the answers for you. Oxygen patients, are you unhappy with your service? There's no cost to switch and generally no doctor visit is required. Home delivery, friendly staff, and high-quality equipment is the A-Plus way. A-Plus delivers the best in customer service for Southeast Missouri. For all your care, we're always there. A-Plus Medical Equipment, located at 8 North Catalpa in Dexter. Call us toll-free at 888-624-0402.
Well, Tommy, second half getting ready to start. Both teams came out. They're rested. They went over what they need to do to slow the other team down. 36-34. We got a dandy going.
You bet. It's going to be a good ball game. Yep. What's good? Another good thing about this, Cale Weeks is on the floor, so I'm glad to see him back.
Oh, yeah.
Glad he's not hurt.
Inside the Drew Thornton, ball slapped around there by Jordan Baggett. We're going to have a jump ball, and Campbell will take over possession. Turnover there by the Richland Rebels. Again, when they got it down low to Thornton, he put it on the floor, and, and the short guys got down there with it.
You bring it down there, anybody can get it.
Sure can. Tennant with the ball to Weeks. Like you said, it's good to see Weeks back in the lineup. Inside to Tennant that time, and we're going to have a reach-around foul called on Mikey Latham, his first, team's first of the second half. Campbell will inbound under their own basket. Tennant will trigger the play. He gives it to Weeks. Weeks with a jump shot. Will not go. Rebounded that time by Pearson. Had great position.
Sure
tried to get the ball over to Tennant and off his fingertips. 7:27 to go. Still no score in the second half. 36-34. Campbell on top of the Rebels. Harris in the corner. Been very quiet tonight. Harris has. He only got 3 points.
Yeah.
Tried to throw the ball into Latham, but the ball tipped around, and looky there. Mac Thornton picks it up, ties this game up. His first basket of the night by Thornton, 36 all, 7 minutes to go. Ball tipped around and out of bounds off the Rebels. Rebels' quickness is starting to show a little bit.
Did. I tell you what, he looked very quick that time. Thornton did.
Yep. They're in a half-court trap. They being the Richland Rebels. Baggett tries to hit Pearson with the ball. Try to hit Pearson with the ball, and the ball was taken away in there by Harris, and then we have a jump ball called. Richland will control. Latham down in the corner to McGarity. Oh, nice spin move. Puts a shot up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. No good. Rebound tipped out. Campbell will control. Quickly down the floor to Baggett on a pass. He puts it up. Scores it. Jordan Baggett with his first points of the second half. 12 on the night. Latham down in the corner to Drew Thornton. He's going to drive the baseline. He's going to be fouled. Thornton to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 for 3 from the line tonight. Foul that time on Cale Weeks, his first. Team's first of the second half. First shot by Thornton, good. 38-37. Campbell's on top of the Rebels by 1. Thornton can tie the game here with this free throw. Scores it. Got a new ball game, 38 all. Oh, look at him extend that 1-2-2 half-court trap out. And the ball taken away by Drew Thornton. 3-on-1. Thornton's going to take the length of the floor, puts it up, scores it, and he's going to be fouled. Drew Thornton took it the length of the floor.
Sure did.
Foul that time on Jordan Baggett. His first of the game. Team's second of the half. Thornton to the line to try to convert on the conventional three-point play. Richland on top. First time they've been up on top, Tommy, and quite early in the game. Free throw up, scores it. Drew Thornton now with 20 in the game, Tommy. Baggett to Tennant. Tennant down low to Powers. Tried to put it up, would not go. McGarity with the rebound. Thornton has it, tries to throw it down the floor, and it look at that. Nice passing movement by the Rebels. Harris with a shot, it goes.
That was some good ball movement.
Very good ball movement. 43-38. Richland on top by 5. Ties her biggest lead of the night. Got a foul that time on the Richland Rebels. Number 32, Mac Thornton, his second foul. Team's second foul of the half.
Richland had him trapped out here.
Oh, they had him trapped. Baggett with the ball. He's going to drive inside, puts the layup up, and scores it.
Very nice move.
Jordan Baggett with his 14th point of the night. Mac Thornton with the ball. 5:20 to go in this third period. Harris from long range 3, no good. Rebound that time of Pearson. 2-on-2. Ball given over to Baggett. He's going to go inside. He puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded, tipped around. Cale Weeks going to be called for the foul on the back. His second. Team's third of the half. 43-40. Rebels on top of the Camels with 5:14 to go in this third period. Glad you joined us on YHC TV, your station for high school basketball.
There you go.
What if sports were much more than just a game? And there was more at stake than just the score? What if it were possible to see the world impacted for Jesus Christ through the influence of athletes and coaches?
Hi, my name is Bill Ray. I'm the area representative for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Southeast Missouri. If you'd like to see athletes and coaches striving to win, doing it God's way, call me at 280-0932 or go to fca.org and put in your zip code. FCA, the heart and soul in sports.
Tommy, we're going to be bringing 50 games this year. Drew Thornton, nice pass inside, ball blocked. Pearson has it, gives it to Baggett. Baggett's going to go in, puts it up, and no good, but we're going to have a foul on the floor. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. He was in the act of shooting. Foul's going to be on Nick Harris, I believe. That's going to be Harris' third foul. Jordan Baggett has not been to the free throw line tonight. He has 14. He's going to shoot two here. First one up, in and out. 4:59 to go. Tommy, we're talking about all the games we're doing. Harris goes out, and coming in is Jeremy McGarity for Nick Harris. We're talking about those 50 games. Talking to some Richland fans prior to the game. They said, well, we enjoyed watching basketball all summer long. Said I'd get up early and turn on the TV and ball game be on, I'd watch it. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Drew Thornton. He gives it to Latham. Latham to Mac Thornton. Campbell extending their defense
They
out.
sure are.
Really getting on a man-to-man half court. McGarity with the ball. Goes inside. Nice jump shot. Banks it off.
Banks it off the glass.
Sure did. John McGarity. His fourth point of the night. 45-40. You know, he did a nice job on the JV last year.
Yes, he did.
And you can tell he's got a lot of confidence, a lot more confidence this year than he had last year. Just the maturity of it. Baggett to the free throw line and has a ball slapped around. For three is Jake Tennant. No good. Cale Weeks up for the rebound. Ball tipped around. Ball taken away in there by Drew Thornton. He gives it over to Mac Thornton. Back to Drew Thornton. He goes in, puts it up. We're going to have a charge foul. Charge foul that time on Drew Thornton, his second. Team start of the half. Kyle Matthews coming in for the Camels. Going out is Andrew Pearson. 45-40, Rebels on top of the Camels with 4:09 to go in the third quarter. Fans getting into this game.
Yes, they are. They sure are.
Weeks with the ball to Tennant. He drives in, puts it up, will not go. Ball tipped around. We're going to have a foul. We're going to have a foul. Is it going to be on Tennant?
It is. I think it is.
Jake Tennant with the foul, his third. Team's fourth. Both teams with 4 fouls in the half. Latham to Mac Thornton. To McGarity. McGarity tried to hit Drew Thornton with it, and the ball was tipped around, and lo and behold, Mac Thornton comes up with it, goes in, puts it up and in. That's his second basket of the half. He has 4 on the night. Going the line to try to convert on the conventional three will be Mac Thornton. He is a sophomore. Foul that time was on it was on Eugene Powers. His second. Team's fifth. Thornton's free throw, no good. Rebounded by Weeks. He gets it to Baggett. Baggett quickly down the floor. Gets it down in the corner and overthrows Jake Tennant. Turnover on the Camels. 47-40. That's Richland's biggest lead of the night, Tommy.
Sure is.
3:45 to go in the third period. Latham with the ball. Tried to hit Drew Thornton with it. The ball tipped out of bounds by Cale Weeks. Campbell had what they wanted that time. It was going to be a turnover, and Weeks thought he could get it, and it went over his fingertips. McGarity with the ball to Latham. To Thornton. To Latham. He dribbles in, gives the ball to the other McGarity. Inside to Drew. Thornton, he puts it up and in. He's going to go to the line.
And Drew Thornton is strong in there.
He has 7 in the period, 22 in the game. Going to try to make it 23 and extend that lead from 9 to 10 for the Rebels with 3:32 to go in this third period. Fourth foul that time on Jake Tennant. Free throw up, no good. Rebounded by Cale Weeks. He gets the ball over to Tennant. The ball kicked around and loose, and Latham in for the shot. He missed it, and they're going to have a foul on Latham. Latham with his second foul. Be the team's fifth of the half. Next foul by the Camels will send Richland to the line for 1-and-1s. Reagan in for the Camels. Coming out, Cale Weeks. Justin Fowler in for the Camels. 10 with 3 fouls goes to the bench. Down to 3:20 to go in the third period. Fowler with the ball, kicks it out to Baggett. Baggett tried to hit Matthews with it. He's got it. He's going to drive in, puts a layup up, and no good. Rebound is going to be on, or the foul's going to be on Mac Thornton, his third. Team 6. Both teams now with 6 fouls in this quarter. A lot of fouls in this quarter,
Sure
Tommy.
are they? Both teams fouling.
Matthews to the line to shoot 2. First one up. No good. Whitaker in for Mac Thornton. Also coming into the game is Jake Nelson. Going out is Eugene Powers. Matthews' second free throw up. Rolls around, no good. Rebounded though by Reagan. Put it up, no good. Rebounded by Drew Thornton. He gives it to Latham. 49-40, 3:05 to go in the third period. The Rebels on top of the Camels. Whitaker with the ball to Latham. Over to McGarity. Down to John McGarity. Out to Jeremy McGarity, and the ball off his hands. We're going to have over and back. Ball called over and back that time. Jeremy McGarity is 30, and John McGarity is 33, Tommy.
Right, okay.
For 3 at time is Matthews, will not go. Campbell saves the ball though. Baggett's going to drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound tipped around. McGarity with the rebound. That was Jeremy. Latham with the ball, over to Whitaker. Whitaker puts up a shot, scores it.
Whitaker hit a nice little jump shot there.
Sure did. Hakeem Whitaker with the jump shot with 2:17 to go in the third period. It's the Richland Rebels with the biggest lead by either team tonight. They're up by 11 over the Camels, 51-50. You're 51-40, excuse me. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
When does a bank become the leader in customer service? When your bank makes a commitment to be where you are. And that's what we've done at First Community Bank. With locations in Poplar Bluff, Malden, Bernie, Campbell, and on Mount Auburn Road in Cape Girardeau, we're close to where you are. And wherever you are, we're only a click away with free internet banking and bill payment service. And that's why First Community Bank is the leader in customer service.
Tommy, tell us about the Camel girls team. You were going to say something earlier, and I interrupted you, but go ahead and tell about it.
No, I was talking to one of those fine ladies that play for the Camels, Chelsea Bloodsaw. She said they finished second down at the tournament at Zenith last week, got beat by a very good Portageville girls team. She was really upbeat. She said they didn't beat us bad. They got a good team, and we've got another shot at them later in the season, and we're going to be ready for them. So congratulations to the Lady Camels. They played some good basketball down there and beat some very good teams.
Well, in this third period, Richland has outscored the Camels 17-4 to build that 11-point lead.
Richland really kicked it up this quarter.
They really have, Tommy. And that's not taking anything away from the Camels.
Exactly.
Richland, it seems like all the tip balls are going their way.
Everything's falling their way this quarter.
Well, let's see if the Camels can cut into this lead prior to the end of this quarter. There's 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Baggett inside, kicks it out to Matthews. Matthews back to Baggett. Ball kicked out that time by Mikey Latham. I tell you, Latham is deceiving.
Yes, he is. I tell you what, he really is.
And he's a lot quicker than he looks, and he's got that lanky body anyway, and he shoots that, winds up, shoots that three. I guarantee you, he's had a good night.
He has.
Fowler with a shot for three, no good. Rebound by Drew Thornton. He gives it to Latham. To Jeremy McGarity. Now the ball over to Whitaker. Whitaker thought about it, kicks it out to Latham. Latham for three. Scores it. That's his fifth three, Tommy.
Yeah, He's a good shooter.
He has 17 on the night. Richland up by 13. The ball taken away by Latham, and we're going to have a foul on Jordan Baggett. His second. To the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Mikey Latham. He's 0 for 2 from the line. 54-40, 126 to go. Boy, if you'd told me that we'd had a 14-point lead by either team in this game, I said, no, I don't think so.
I wouldn't either.
Casey Knight's got that team still reeling off last year's comeback, the way they played in that Christmas tournament. That just gave them firepower.
Sure did.
First one up by Latham, good, 55-40 with 126 to go in this third period. Campbell needs to get a run going, cut that down to 10 or 12 points,
yes,
then make a run in that fourth quarter. Second one good. We got a lane violation. That's going to be no good. So the score will stay 55-40.
Campbell needs to get that ball down the court a little quicker. I think Steve Fowler telling him to get it on down there. We're behind by 15.
Matthews tries to throw inside. The ball taken away by Thornton. Latham has it over to John McGarity. Down to Jeremy McGarity. Out to Latham for three. No good. Rebound by McGarity. Puts it up. No good. Rebound by Fowler. He's trying to get it down the floor because Campbell's got a 3-on-1. Reagan with the ball. He's going to drive in, gives it, and we're going to have a foul. He tried to give the ball off to Jake Nelson. The foul that time is going to be on Jeremy McGarity, his first. Reagan to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He's 1 for 4 from the free throw line, Tommy, in this game. Coming in for the Camels tonight, for his first time tonight, Colt Harrelson. Going out is Jordan Baggett. They'll give him a little rest to come in for that fourth quarter. Matt Reagan's first shot, no good. It's no bonus. Latham with the ball, kicks it over to John McGarity. He's going to drive, stop, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Jake Nelson. Nelson quickly to Justin Fowler. Fowler's going to go in, puts up a layup, will not go. It's short. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Rebels. Camels will control under their own basket with 41 seconds to go, leading 55-40.
Campbell just went cold this quarter, and you know, these Rebels got hot. And like you say, everything fell for them this quarter.
Well, all the tip balls, it seems like they're a quicker team. They're getting to the ball quicker. Ball at time, Latham with almost a near steal, fell out of bounds with the ball. The ball's going to remain with the Camels with 36 seconds to go.
This Latham is quick.
Yes, he is. Robert Johnson coming in for the Camels. Going out is Justin Fowler. Camels still looking for that right combination.
That's right.
We actually have 4 guys in there right now off the bench.
Giving them other boys some rest. He knows he's going to need them this fourth quarter.
That's right. Reagan with a drive. He's going to be called for an offensive foul. Matt Reagan with his third foul. Great defense that time by the Richland Rebels. 27 seconds to go in this third quarter. Rebels on top, 55-40. Ball kicked over to Whitaker. Oh, I tell you what, look at Johnson in there fighting for that ball.
Sure was.
Ball into Drew Thornton. He goes in. He's going to have a foul that time on. Foul that time is going to be on Kyle Matthews. His first. Going to line to shoot 2 is going to be Drew Thornton. Tell you what, the next foul by the Camels will send Richland to the line for 2 shots for the rest of the night. Camels in the 1-and-1 bonus. 2 more fouls by the Rebels will put Campbell in the double bonus from the free throw line. First free throw up by Thornton, scores it. He's 4 for 5 from the free throw line this quarter. That's Drew Thornton. Second one's good. 24 on the night for the young man. 8 seconds to go. Campbell with the ball. Plenty of time. Shot put up that time, long range by Harrelson. Rebounded by Campbell. Shot put up as a horn goes off. To end the quarter, it's 57 for the Rebels, 40 for the Camels. You're watching high school basketball on Y8C TV.
The absolute first thing is honesty is the best policy.
Treat people how you want to be treated. People keep coming back to Allen Christian because they get a good, honest, fair deal, and the service is second to none.
Just a family atmosphere with no pressure. We treat people right, and everybody seems to like it.
Try to take care of them the way we'd want to be taken care of, and our loyal customers know that. That's why they keep coming back, and we hope to continue that for a long time.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter.
If you're looking for floral, framing, and gift ideas, check out Weber's Ben Franklin. Also, Weber's Ben Franklin has cards for all occasions.
Designs on You does single process and dimensional hair coloring and facials. They also have a full line of makeup along with manicures and pedicures. Let Designs on You make the difference in your style.
Campbell's going to have to draw up something to make a comeback this time. He's got some of his players rested. He's got, and you know, Coach Fowler will have them out there. And these Camels won't quit, even though they're down by 17. They're not ready to give up yet. They're going to keep fighting and try to get back in this ball game. And you can't get back in it first trip down the court. You're going to have to go down. You're going to have to hurry, but you're going to have to take good shots. And this Richland team, they really come alive. I don't know what Coach Nye told them at halftime, whatever it was. He should have bottled some of it. But, well, they come out in this third quarter hot.
Well said. Don't know what they said, but you better bottle it.
Yes, sir. This Drew Thornton is a nice player. He just goes about his job, works hard on both ends. He's a nice player. Richland plays a lot of young kids, a lot of sophomores. Campbell, I've been impressed with Campbell. They just had a bad quarter. They had a real good first half. And we're going to see how it comes out. We're going to fix it and start this last quarter.
Well, Tommy, Richland that time outscored the Camels 23-4. And I'll tell you what, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
Three-pointer at time put up by Robert Johnson for the Camels. Couldn't get it to go, but somebody knocked it down. I missed who that was.
Number 20.
Okay, that's Eugene Powers. Got a foul on the floor that time by the Camels. Going to the line, it'll be a double bonus this time.
You know,
Kyle Matthews with his second foul going to the line.
Coach Fowler decided to keep that group in there. He liked their hustle, I think.
Mac Thornton to the line to shoot two. He's 0 for 1 tonight from the line. He has 4 points. His first shot up. No good. Cale Weeks coming in. Going out is Matt Reagan for the Camels. Next one up, no good. Rebound that time by Eugene Powers. Gives the ball to Kyle Matthews. Across the timeline, down to Harrelson. Back to Matthews, inside to Powers, to Johnson, to Matthews. Putting up a lone three that time, and short is Colt Harrelson. Rebounded on the floor that time by Jeremy McGarity. He gives the ball to Mac Thornton. Richland, no hurry. Campbell in a 2-3 zone. Nick Harris back in for the Rebels. Whitaker to Thornton, to McGarity, to Harris for three. No good. In and out. I tell you, look at there. McGarity got the rebound that time, Jeremy, and he went up with it and got fouled. Tell you what, the McGarity boys, you can tell they've got a lot more poise this year, a lot more confidence. That 1 year of playing on that junior varsity team's really helped them.
Yes, it has.
Foul that time on 0-0, Robert Johnson, his first. The line to shoot two is Jeremy McGarity. His first one up will not go. Jordan Baggett, Jake Tennant back in for the Camels. Going out is Robert Johnson and Kyle Matthews for the Camels. McGarity eyes the bucket, puts it up. No good. Rebound by Drew Thornton, puts it up, scores it. Drew Thornton that time slipped right in there and got it. We've got a quick timeout on the floor by the Rebels with 7:01 to go in this game. 59-42, Richland on top of the Camels. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Well, Bill, regardless of what the score is, it's been a nice game to watch. Both teams have come out here and played real good, played real hard. Campbell just let it slip away in that third quarter. And I tell you what, This Richland team's a nice team now. They're going to beat a lot of folks, and this game's not over yet, but Campbell still got time, but they're going to have to kick it up and get back in this thing. But this little Richland team's a nice team.
Tommy, anytime you beat a Portageville team, you've got a good ball club. And this game will go a long way in the seeding at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament for the Richland Rebels. I mean, when you beat a Portageville, and then you turn around and beat a Campbell who has had, 4 or 5 years in a row with 20-plus wins, or right there at 20 if they were short a couple of years there. I mean, you beat a good ball club.
That's right.
And, of course, this game's a long way from being over. I mean,
exactly right.
we're not singing the Don Meredith song, Turn Out the Lights, the party's over, folks, because this three-point range, you never know what's going to happen.
That's right. Campbell's got some nice shooters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, inside
Nice
that
pass.
time. Not good pass into Baggett. He misses a chip shot, but gets it right back, though, and makes it. Jordan Baggett with 16 on the night. Harris with the ball. Gives it to Latham. Latham to Thornton. Back to Latham. Harris inside to Drew Thornton. No good. Rebound tipped up and good by Whitaker. Hakeem Whitaker that time with the nice tip. His 4th point of the night. 61-44 with 6:15 to go in this game. Bag it over to Tennant. Tennant skips it over to Harrelson. Back to Baggett, into Eugene Powers. Tries to hit Tennant on backdoor cut. Off Nick Harris' hand of the Rebels. Campbell will keep control. Just under 6 minutes to go in the game. Tommy's kind of got quiet in here.
Sure has.
Powers to Baggett. Ball slapped out of bounds by Mac Thornton. Tell you, the Richland team's quick.
Yes, they are.
I mean, they're deceivingly quick. When we say that, they just don't look that quick,
right.
but they just get there.
They get that hand on that ball.
They sure do. And I tell you what, if you keep those hands up, deflect enough passes, you're going to pick up a few of them. Ball inside to Cale Weeks. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound tipped up by Powers. Will not go, and Richland with the ball and on the run. Gets the ball over to Mac Thornton, puts it up, scores it. He's going to go to the line for a free throw.
That was a good look by Whitaker.
Sure was. I tell you, Richland team moves the ball well.
Sure do. Richland had a boy by the name of Whitaker played for him last year. Cameron was a nice player, too.
Yes, he was.
This young man here is going to be a good player.
Cale Weeks with his 3rd foul on the night. 63-49. Rebels on top with 5:44 to go in this game. Thornton sinks the free throw. He's 1 for 4 from the line now. 64-44, 20-point lead. Biggest lead by either team. Baggett to Tennant. Inside to Cale Weeks, has the ball taken away, and boy, they're on the floor. Both teams on the floor. Thornton at the time tried to get the ball over to Harris. He got on the floor, and the ball went out of bounds, tipped out by the Camels, and Richland will control.
A lot of hustle on both sides that time.
Oh, yeah. Ball down to Harris. To Whitaker. He drives in, puts it up. No good. Ball tipped around, and Powers with the rebound. Powers going to be called with an elbow foul there.
Yes.
It's going to be his 3rd foul. Player control foul, and taking the ball out of bounds under their own basket will be the Rebels with 5:13 to go in the game. Richland on top, 64-44. Harris out front with the ball. Latham for 3, will not go, but he's going to be fouled. Foul that time is going to be on Powers. It's going to be his 4th.
Picked up 2 pretty quick fouls.
Yes, he did.
He's had a nice game, Powers.
Yes, he has.
And these kids are getting frustrated. They played hard, and things slipping away from them. But you got to keep your composure.
Latham's first of 3 free throws goes in. Say that fast 3
that's kind
times.
Of a tongue twister, isn't it?
Second one is up. Scores it. Andrew Pearson in for Coat Harrelson for the Camels. 5:08 to go, 66-44. Latham trying to convert on all 3 free throws, and does. He has 21 on the night. He's had a great night.
Sure has.
Jake Tennant with the ball. Kicks it inside to Weeks. Weeks over to Baggett. Baggett for 3, no good. Rebound on the, going to go out of bounds on the Camels. 4:53 to go. Richland will inbound the ball. Camels going to go to a 2-2-1 full court press. Harris has the ball, has it tipped away, but he gets control and then throws under the basket to Whitaker, who gets a breakaway layup, can't make it. Weeks with the rebound, tries to get it to Baggett. Ball, Baggett comes away with it. Going to drive in, passes over to Pearson, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Harris. Harris gets the ball to Whitaker. Ball taken away by Pearson, puts it up and in. Andrew Pearson stayed with it that time, Tommy.
Sure did. The Camel's staying with it. Campbell's not ready to give up his game yet.
Well, the press is going to speed things up.
Sure is.
Oh, nice pass that time over to Harris. Harris for 18 or 16 scores it. Nick Harris. It's his 7th point of the night. Nick's been awful quiet tonight.
Yes, he has.
But where he's been quiet, others have lit it up.
Yes, they have.
Tennant for 3, no good. Rebound by Whitaker. Whitaker over to Mac Thornton. Quickly down the floor to Drew Thornton. He catches it on the fly, puts it up, scores it. What a nice catch that time by Thornton. That was a hard ball, way over his head. He caught it, got control, and still put it up and in. Tennant quickly over to Pearson, puts up a 3, no good. Thornton with a rebound. He gets it to Latham. Latham down the floor, 1:04, and a foul that time going to be on Eugene Powers, and that's going to be his 5th. Powers going to foul out of the game, and Latham is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Eugene Powers finishes the night with 12 points, 10 of those in the first half, and scored 2 in the third period. John McGarity, Jeremy McGarity in for the Rebels. Nick Harris, Mac Thornton, and Mikey Latham in for the Rebels. First free throw up good. He was 0 for 2 in the first half, and he's 5 for 6 in the second half from the free throw line. Yeah, he's a nice shooter.
He sure is.
He really is, folks. Second one is good. He's 5 for 5 from the line in this quarter. 73-46. Baggett with the ball. Puts up a shot, or goes inside to Reagan. Reagan kicks it out to Pearson. Pearson to Fowler. Fowler's going to drive, puts up a shot. Will not go, short. Reagan with the tip, puts it back up and in.
Nice tip.
Yep, Matt Reagan with 2. 5 on the night for him. McGarity with the ball. Gives it to Mikey Latham. Latham inside to McGarity. Oh, what a nice move. Puts it up, can't get it to go. Harris with the rebound. He puts it up, he scores it. Nick Harris with 9 on the night. 75-48. 3 minutes to go in this game, Tommy. Ball tossed out of bounds by the Camels. Richland will take over. Well, the other ref said that Richland touched the ball. So it's going to stay with the Camels.
He had a better look, I guess, than I did. Well, I'm sure he did.
Ball passed inside that time to Reagan. Can't get it to go. Harris with the rebound. Rebels on the run. Palming the ball called on Nick Harris. Tracy Stone, the referee, is going to call a technical foul on Nick Harris. Campbell's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
75-48. We got a technical foul in the fourth quarter here. So
2:49. Well, I guess the ref didn't like the way Harris turned and put the ball back to him, but Tennant to the line to shoot the 2 free throws on the technical. First one up, scores it.
Jake Tennant's a fine young man. He's a good basketball player and a fine young man. Comes from a good family.
Second one up will not go. Tennant has 7 in the game. Campbell will control the ball in their offensive end, or they're going to take it all the way down to the end of the floor, it looks like. Whitaker in for Harris for the Rebels. Tennant with the ball, 2:45 to go in this game, 75-49. All second half's been all Rebels, Tommy.
It sure has.
Tennant with a nice drive that time.
I like the way Tennant can take that thing in there, and he'll lay it up that left hand.
Well, he and Baggett are so quick, Tommy, and when they get a chance to do something, I mean, they generally go with it.
They sure do.
Pearson with the takeaway, put it up, will not go. Mac Thornton with the rebound, a 1-on-4, 2-on-4.
Oh,
4-on-2, I should say. It sure was. Mac Thornton puts it up and in, kept the ball, went the length of the floor, and scored it, 77-51. Ball taken away at time by Thornton, but he's going to be called for a foul. It's going to be his 4th. Going the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Jordan Baggett. Kyle Matthews coming in for Andrew Pearson. Coming in for the Richland Rebels will be Chad Tilley. Tilley, a sophomore. He's one of the racers, Tommy. Yeah,
that was his dad name you were talking to down there.
That's right. And I think Chad said he ended up 3rd in points this year.
Good.
In Pure Street class. We've had him on the race show before. Fine young man. We've got a lane violation, so the free throw is going to be no good that time for Jordan Baggett. So ball turned over to the Rebels. We're down to 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Ball taken away, or the ball going to be tied up that time by Jake Tennant. And what did we say at the first of the game? If you put that ball in front of either one of these guards, they're going to take it away. Jake Nelson in for Jordan Baggett. Ball will stay with the Rebels on the jump ball. Mikey Latham with the ball. He's had a great game. Over to Mac Thornton, who's done a very good job handling the ball at the point guard. Down to Chad Tilley, and he's going to be fouled. Going to the line is going to be Chad Tilley as Matt Reagan picks up his 4th foul. Tilley will go to the line to shoot 2. (77-51), just under 2 minutes to go. Coming in for the Camels is going to be Brandon Hogan. First shot by Tilley up. Will not go. Also coming in for the Camels is going to be Colt Harrelson. Going out is Matt Reagan and Jake Tennant. Coming in for the Richland Rebels is Bobby Billingsby. Going out is John McGarity. And Richland's without one of their starters tonight, knee injury. Landon Miller.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yep. Chad Tilley second one up, scores it. 77-51, 1:55 to go in this game. Earlston down to Fowler. Fowler inside to Nelson, who puts it up, no good. Rebounded in that time by Brandon Hogan. He puts it up and in.
Very nice move, Brandon.
Yep. He just comes into the game, gets in rebound position, gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Oh, what a nice spin move that time. We're going to be called for walking. It's going to be Mac Thornton. Robert Johnson into the game. Going out is Justin Fowler for the Camels. 1:35 to go. Richland's going to go to 2-0 on this season, Tommy. Camels going to even their record at 2-2. Harrelson has it, gives it to Johnson. Johnson to Matthews. Back to Johnson. Over to Hogan. Inside to Nelson. He puts it up, scores it. Jake Nelson with his 7th point of the night. Mac Harris gives it to McGarity. To Latham. Inside to Billingsby, and we're going to have a jump ball with 1 minute exactly to go. The Camels will control the ball, 78-55. Coming in for the Rebels are some of the B-team guys that played for them. Ben Griffin. And also Dylan Harris. Starters getting a good hand from the Rebel fans. They deserve it. They played a good ball game. Nelson quickly over to Johnson. Shot put up. Johnson gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Robert Johnson with 2.
Sure stayed after that ball, got that rebound, laid it back in there.
Yep. Griffin with the ball for the Rebels. He's going to be fouled at time by Colt Harrelson. It's going to be his first. Going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be Ben Griffin. Griffin's a junior. .78-57, Tommy. 36 seconds to go. Griffin's shot in and out. Well, the Campbells are going to be traveling to Malden for their next game.
It'll be a good game.
Malden's in a rebuilding year. Griffin scores his second one. 30 seconds to go in the game. Hogan with the ball. Across the timeline. He's going to go in. Goes inside.
Nice pass.
Oh, it was a good pass.
Brandon
Pass to Colt
Hogan's
Harrelson that time.
Played pretty good here.
Yep. And he's going to be fouled. Harrelson's going to go to the line to try to knock down that three-point play. Foul that time on Ben Griffin, his first. .27 seconds to go, Tommy. Shot by Harrelson knocks it down.
Well, they gave it right back to supposed to go to. It was, well, that's a nice try if it'll work.
I want to tell you, that's heads-up ball playing on the Campbell Camels. Right. They made the free throw, jumped out, and said, "We're going to go again."
We'll just take it out.
And he almost got away with
sure
it.
Did. Whatever works.
Mac Thornton that time. Mac Thornton that time going to be fouled by. See who they call that on. Colt Harrelson. And going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be Mac Thornton. That almost worked.
It almost worked. The guy probably wondered why nobody was guarding.
Well, Richland didn't look like it won the ball. By golly, we'll take it again.
That's right.
First one by Thornton goes down. The second one knocks it down also. Mac Thornton with a good night tonight. He's got 11. We're down under 10 seconds to go in this game. Kyle Matthews with the ball inside
nice shot.
Jake Nelson. Nelson with 9 now. 5 seconds. Long shot by the Rebels will not go. This game's going to end with the Richland Rebels 81, the Campbell Camels 62. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV. Tommy and I will be back in just a moment with your final wrap.
With a former All-State basketball player and a current school board member, the law firm of Welch, Todd & Parker supports high school athletics. Our firm is involved in all areas of the law, and your first consultation is free. The firm is comprised of attorneys John Welch, Darren Todd, and Cameron Bunning Parker, along with 4 staff members ready to serve you. Welch, Todd & Parker is located at 100 West Main in Malden. Come by or call us at 573-276-2261 for any of your legal needs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college. Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+. I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
How are you doing today?
Doing great, wonderful.
Hello, and welcome to What's Cooking in Our House.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Hometown Shorts.
Todd, welcome to the show.
Bill, thank you very much.
Year, so or this game tournament, so I'm not.
Well, welcome back to YHC-TV, your hometown channel for high school basketball for 2007-2008. Tommy, let's quickly go over the scoring in this game for the winning Richland Rebels, who now go to 2-0 on the season. Drew Thornton with 28 points, Mickey Latham with 23, Mac Thornton had 11, 9 was Nick Harris, 4 by Hakeem Whitaker, 2 to John McGarity, 1 to Chad Tilley, 1 to Ben Griffin. 81 points for the Richland Rebels. Camels now go to 2-2 on the season. High score for them was Jordan Baggett with 16, 12 points to Eugene Powers, 9 points to Jake Nelson, 8 to Jake Tennant. We had 5 to Matt Reagan, 4 to Andrew Pearson, 3 to Colt Harrelson, 2 each to Brandon Hogan and Robert Johnson. 62 points for the Camels. Good ball game, Tommy. I was a great game at half. Camel on top 36-34. Second half, it was all Rebels.
That's right. Camel played a very good first half, and they were defeated tonight by one of the teams that's going to be one of the better teams around here. This Richland Rebel team is a nice team. Camel's going to be good. You know, for the end of the season, Coach Fowler is one of the better coaches in this area, in my opinion. He and Rick Campbell will bring that Camel team around, and they'll deal some fist in this Tri-County Conference because they got some good caliber players.
Yeah. They're going to be fun to watch come along. Of course, they're going to be playing the Malden Green Wave their next game, and then next week they're going to host their first ever annual Christmas tournament. We're going to be bringing you the finals from that game. We don't know who's going to be in that naturally, but as soon as but we'll be bringing you the finals of that tournament, and that'll be brought to you on YHC-TV. All these games are taped. All of them are delayed. That gives you fans a chance to go to the game, watch the game, then go home and rewatch it. And then if you thought that you saw something, go back and our camera people do a great job. Steve Johnson on camera tonight. Kim Stokes is on camera with us from time to time. So we appreciate all the comments that we get on our high school basketball.
We sure do. And it's always nice to come to Campbell.
Yep. Well, it's nice to go to all of our gyms. We're going to be in 14 different schools this year. We'll be in Marmaduke, Rector, and Piggott in Arkansas. We'll be at Risco, Parma, Gideon, Clarkton, Holcomb, Campbell, Malden, Bernie, Richland, Dexter, and Bloomfield for the Missouri schools. So we're going to visit every gymnasium this year. So come out, say hi to us. We enjoy doing that. We want to tell you tonight's game, Tommy, has been brought to you by Allen Christian Motors in Dexter, A-Plus Medical in Dexter, Three Rivers Community College, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Shop Historic Downtown Dexter, Attorneys Welch, Todd, and Parker in Malden, Glenn Sane of Rector, Kennett, and Paragould, and First Community Bank. We want to thank those folks for bringing high school basketball. If you've enjoyed it, stop in those businesses and shop with them and tell them how much you appreciate them bringing high school basketball on your hometown channel, YHC-TV. Anything else, Tommy?
No, it's just been like I say, it was a fun game. Campbell was in this thing, leading it at halftime. Campbell's got a nice team. Wish both teams good luck, and we'll look forward to seeing them both down the road.
Sure will. Till next time, make sure if you're out and about, put those seatbelts on. I'm Bill Hampton along with Tommy Jacobs. We want to see you back next time. And don't forget, live today, learn from yesterday, and look forward to tomorrow.